Have you ever woken up in the morning and realized something is missing? Not just the lingering fog of sleep or the familiar stiffness in your back. I'm talking about that quiet, confident readiness deep in your body, the feeling that used to remind you every single morning that you are still a man. If that feeling has been fading lately, I want you to listen closely. What if I told you there's a simple natural secret that could help bring it back? And it starts not with a pill or a new exercise, but with what you drink just before you turn out the lights. I'm Dr. Grace Morgan. For over 15 years, I've had the privilege of sitting with men just like you, men over 50 who want to feel strong, confident, and reconnected to their own inner vitality. And tonight, we're going to talk about one bedtime drink that may surprise you with its quiet, undeniable power. Now I know it sounds almost too simple. A drink before bed, really. And before you brush it off, I ask you to stay with me for just a few minutes. Because what I'm about to share with you is not some passing trend or a gimmick pulled from the latest marketing hype. It is rooted in something much deeper, the actual biology of your body, especially as it moves through this incredible chapter of life. And when you understand how these natural changes unfold inside you, this little bedtime habit suddenly makes perfect, powerful sense. You see, as we get older, several of our body's most important systems begin to slow down. Not dramatically, not all at once, but gradually, quietly, year by year. Your blood vessels, for instance, begin to lose some of their youthful elasticity. The flexible open walls that used to allow blood to flow through so easily, they start to stiffen just a little. Meanwhile, your testosterone, the very hormone that fuels your desire, your drive, and your body's ability to repair itself, begins a slow, steady decline. And then there is your sleep. It often doesn't come as deeply or as restoratively as it once did. You might still get your hours in, but your body doesn't use that time as efficiently as it used to. And all of these factors combine into one critical issue: weakened nighttime recovery. This slower recovery process affects many things, but it especially impacts your blood flow. And let me tell you something I've learned after all these years in my practice. When it comes to a man's sexual health, his energy, and his confidence, blood flow is everything. It's not just about how much testosterone you have or how strong your muscles are. If the blood is not flowing properly to the right places at the right time, nothing works the way it should. Your ability to get and maintain an erection, even your ability to feel desire in the first place. It all starts with how well your circulatory system is performing. That is why this drink, this simple ritual, is not just a comforting way to end your day. It is a support tool, a powerful signal to your body that it is time to rest, to restore, and to prepare for the next day with more strength and more energy. So let me tell you exactly what this drink is, and more importantly, why it works so beautifully. It is a simple 3-part blend: warm water, pure pomegranate juice, and a thin slice of fresh ginger. Just 3 ingredients. No added sugar, no caffeine, no artificial anything. Yet each of these 3 elements has a deeply important role to play in supporting your system, especially while you sleep. Let's begin with the pomegranate juice. This incredible fruit is not just delicious. It is an absolute powerhouse of natural compounds called polyphenols. These compounds do something remarkable. They help relax the inner walls of your blood vessels. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose. When they are inflamed or stiff, water struggles to flow through. But when the lining of that hose, what doctors call the endothelium, is smooth, flexible, and healthy, everything flows better. Pressure drops, oxygen delivery improves, nutrients move freely, and your pelvic region, including your penis, gets exactly what it needs to stay strong and responsive. That is the quiet magic of polyphenols. They are not stimulants. They are supporters, gently repairing and rebuilding what time and stress have worn down. Now let's talk about the ginger. This little root, which you've probably used in tea or cooking, is doing something far more impressive inside your body than just adding flavor. Ginger has long been known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. But beyond that, it actually helps your body produce something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the chemical messenger that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing blood to flow exactly where it needs to go. In fact, this is the very same mechanism that many performance-enhancing medications try to mimic. But with ginger, you are working with your body, not forcing it. It is gentle, it is natural, and it is safe. And that is something your body appreciates more and more with each passing year. And then there is the warm water. Most people overlook this part, thinking it's just there to dilute the juice. But warmth itself is incredibly powerful. Warm water soothes your digestive system, helps to regulate your nervous system, and even gently expands your blood vessels, making it easier for all those wonderful nutrients from the pomegranate and ginger to be absorbed. Think of it like a delivery truck with its engine already running. The warmth gets everything moving. So instead of the ginger and polyphenols just sitting in your stomach, they are circulated more efficiently into your bloodstream where they can get to work while you rest. Now I know some of you might be wondering, Dr. Morgan, can this really make a difference? And I understand that skepticism. We live in a world of big promises and quick fixes. But I have seen this work. Not just in research papers or medical textbooks, but in real men, in my patients, my friends, even family members who tried it consistently and saw real tangible changes. Not overnight miracles, but steady, quiet improvements. They slept more deeply. They woke up feeling less groggy. And most of all, they noticed a gradual return of something they thought was lost forever. That natural morning energy, that quiet signal that their body was still capable, still responsive, still strong. And here is the most important thing I want you to understand. This is not about chasing some long-gone version of yourself. It is not about trying to rewind the clock back to your 20s. It is about honoring the man you are right now and giving that man the daily care and support he needs to keep living with confidence and strength. There is a profound dignity in caring for your health in these simple ways, especially in these simple ways. That is why I love this drink so much. It is not another chore on your to-do list. It is not another thing to obsess over. It is a quiet act of support, a small gift to your body before you close your eyes at night. You are not taking a pill. You are not forcing a response. You are simply allowing your body to do what it was built to do, to heal, to restore, and to prepare for tomorrow. Because here is the truth. Most men think they need to do something extreme to get results. They think if it is not hard or complicated or expensive, it cannot possibly work. So they skip over the basics. But I am here to remind you that sometimes the smallest actions done with consistency and care are what create the biggest and most lasting changes. To truly appreciate the power of this simple drink, let's take a deeper look at why nighttime is such a sacred and powerful window for your body, especially after 50. Most people think of sleep as the time when everything just shuts off. But the truth is, for your body, it is the most active healing period of the entire day. It is during those quiet, dark hours that your cells repair themselves, your tissues rebuild, and your most vital systems begin to recalibrate for the day ahead. Your hormones, for instance, are not dormant. They begin to rebalance themselves. Testosterone, which naturally declines with age, is actually released in short strategic pulses while you sleep. These bursts are absolutely essential for muscle repair, sexual function, energy levels, and even your mood. If your sleep is poor or if your body is stressed, these crucial pulses are disrupted. Your nervous system also goes through a dramatic shift. It moves out of the fight or flight mode, that stressed, anxious state we so often live in during the day, and into the rest and digest mode. This shift is not just relaxing, it is profoundly regenerative. It gives your organs, especially your heart and your blood vessels, the chance to function without constant tension. And speaking of blood vessels, they too begin a beautiful rhythmic dance overnight. They expand and contract gently, almost like they are being trained to stay elastic and youthful. That flexibility is what allows for strong, steady blood flow the next morning. Or not. But here is the challenge. If you go to bed dehydrated, inflamed, bloated, or full of sugar and processed foods, your body does not get the break it so desperately deserves. Instead of healing, it goes into defense mode. Your blood vessels can remain constricted. Your heart rate can stay elevated. Your digestive system remains overactive. And the result? Poor sleep weakens circulation, more trips to the bathroom at night, and that sluggish, heavy energy the next morning. That is why this drink we have been talking about is so much more than just a few healthy ingredients. It is not just about what is in the cup. It is about the powerful message you are sending to your body before you go to sleep. When you take a moment to prepare something that nourishes your circulation, supports your tissues, calms your gut, and cools inflammation, you are saying something powerful without speaking a single word. You are saying, I care about my recovery. I want to wake up strong. I am creating the environment where vitality is possible, not just wishing for it. And I promise you, your body hears that message, loud and clear. It might not show up in a dramatic change overnight, but give it time. Night after night, your body begins to trust this new rhythm. It starts repairing more deeply. You may begin to notice small but incredibly meaningful changes. Fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, a more consistent and stronger morning stream, a new sense of ease in your pelvic area, more mental clarity when you open your eyes in the morning. And yes, a return of that familiar sense of readiness, that quiet welcome signal of healthy blood flow. And here is the beauty of it all. This entire habit takes less than 2 minutes to prepare. There is no complexity, no scheduling, no prescription. Just a few ingredients, a little bit of intention, and a willingness to care for yourself gently without judgment. But if you want to go one step further, if you truly want to amplify the power of this drink, let me share one more layer of advice. While the ingredients work on a chemical and cellular level, their effects are magnified when you pair them with gentle evening movement. Now I am not talking about an intense workout. I mean something restorative. A peaceful 10-minute walk after dinner. A short session of slow, deep stretching in your living room. Even just lying on your back in bed, breathing deeply with your eyes closed and one hand on your chest. These simple practices activate what is known as your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of you responsible for real deep sleep and balanced hormonal activity. When that system turns on, your body knows it's safe. It knows it's time to recover, and that is when the real healing begins. So here is your new bedtime routine, and it is one that respects your age, your time, and your body's needs. You move your body a little, you breathe deeply, you make your drink, and you sip it slowly, allowing your body to absorb every bit of its nourishment. This is not about chasing performance or youth. It is not about pressure. It is about creating space, physical, emotional, and hormonal, for your body to show up the way it was designed to. Over time, this becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a ritual, a sacred moment in your day that reconnects you with your strength, your wisdom, and your physical presence. It becomes a quiet yet powerful way of saying to yourself, I'm still in this game. I still have power, and I choose to support myself every single night. There is dignity in that choice. There is beauty in it too. So tonight, instead of numbing yourself with late night television or mindlessly scrolling on your phone until sleep finally takes over, I invite you to try something different. Walk into your kitchen. Slice a piece of fresh ginger. Pour a small glass of pure pomegranate juice. Add warm water. Stir it gently and drink with intention. Drink with care. Drink as if you are reminding your body that it is loved, not because of what it can do, but because of what it is. Because here is the truth you need to hear. You are not past your prime. You are in a new chapter, and that chapter can be strong, vibrant, and deeply fulfilling if you choose to support it. And it starts with these small, consistent acts of nourishment. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. If this message resonated with you, if it touched something inside you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, not just to a channel, but to a new way of thinking about your health. One rooted in wisdom, in natural strength, and in the quiet confidence that comes from caring for your body with love. And if you believe another man needs to hear this message, please share it with him today. Leave a comment below and tell me what resonated with you most so together we can start the conversation that truly matters. Your best years are not behind you. They are waiting for the moment you decide to nourish them. Now go and start tonight. You are worth it.